connected to your energy. You take me to an open place where nothing is as real as all I touch. It's obvious, it's obvious, it's obvious. Swear you call me in somewhere. Your words have never been so devious. The way you lay your hands on me, connected to your energy. You take me to an open place where nothing is as real as all I touch. It's obvious, it's obvious, it's obvious. Swear you're going somewhere. Your words have never been so devious. The way you lay your hands on me, connected to your energy. You take me to an open place where nothing is as real as all I touch. It's obvious, it's obvious, it's obvious.
Said it, Chuck Norris.
check. Eileen's almost here. Might just push this little countdown back. Three minutes. Putting 6 on the clock. Coil Daddy, what's up, man? Where you pray? Can't forget about Goat Boy. She's almost here. She had a rough day. That should be on today. All day, every day. Okay, she's on my street. BRB.
Let's do it!
All day, every day. We live. Yo, dog, Kenny Boucher here, Next Level Painting, hitting you up on that literal best of all days. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab. Doing it again. That's right, Reaper. She's tormented by having nice, relaxing weekends and then really stressful days at work while also doing her masters. Francois over on YouTube, what's up? Mateo, what up, player? Looking good. Yeah, so, oh my God, let me just do it right now. Go on Amazon. So I didn't buy super glue. None of you fucks reminded me. Added to cart. See the checkout. Comes tomorrow. Oh, yeah, boy. Got it. Done. Steven Muskie, what's up, player? See how it was trying to work on that vortex beast a little bit. Turns out, no glue. Disco, what's up, player? I get some love in chat for Disco. Also, Camo Specs online. Grind time, what's up, player? Let's go, just chilling, bro. Grind time, working on those rats. So, kind of started fucking around with my Vasher today. Because I did some airbrushing on them at Bourbon and Bolters. I realized that I need to finish them. So, kind of feel like I'm going to fuck around with them today. Since Fulgrim's basically done. Fulgrim just he's waiting on his foam to ship him in anyway. So I can kind of, you know, procrastinate some of his final details. You know what I mean? Mateo, you excited to move on with the classes? Finally able to schedule. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Also, I did a little shipping this morning, Stephen Musket. Got some of those shirts out. Exclamation point winter gear, fall gear. Maintaining the price drop from Friday the 13th. So, Fulgrim looking good. Shit. The lights down a little bit. Wings looking good. Armor looking fabulous. The full Grussy looking solid. Swords, everything. Just a couple of miscellaneous details floating around on them. Easy stuff, easy stuff. So, I can't even ship them until his foam shows up. And I can't start working the Vortex Beast until my glue shows up. But here's my Vasher. I airbrushed some of this stuff, kind of blocked them in a little bit, and permanent bolters. And then so I sat down here with some blue and just kind of started messing with some wet glazing on the armor panels, just to push it up a notch. Just to kind of resaturate it, like I kind of just pushed more transparent and blue in there and some highlight and just kind of swirled it around. And then I kind of cut in some paint washing. Just want to really push the blues up. But he's just basically just kind of like back and forth airbrushed right now. But I'd like to cut in the trim on him real quick. See how that feels. And then I want to kind of work his muscles. But, you know, he's my typical edgelord color scheme. So we're going to get that magenta to pop a little more. Now that I got the blue to pop. Full Grussy and Badge Tour. So I feel like I don't want to go too hard on the blue. I feel like a lot of it's just going to be wasted effort. We'll just squirt out some black. Let's get just our little 18-0. This brush is a little beat up, but it should be fine for this. What I want to do So I want to start cutting in, maybe up here first. And for most of the edgelords, trim is black. What is going on with my desk? It's just rolling. And I want to subtract these big trim panels right here. These huge, thick, girthy borders. Solid black. Maybe. I just needed your charger, sorry. We're just using mostly heart pull. And going for one and done coverage. You can see where I already went in with the transparent blue, did a bit of a pin wash. I have a feeling once I lock this trim in, any of the nitpicking I have for the blue fields will kind of just, it basically become invisible to me. See, look how sharp that looks. Like I said, it was airbrushed, but then I took, you see the blues on my palette, just did a like kind of a loose wet glaze to reinforce my saturations. And build a little bit more of a highlight. It was punchy. So now I want to just get them subtracted. I have a feeling that I can start moving on to his wings and pipes. I can just get happy with the blue or his skin. I really like to go hard on the skin. I feel like no matter how hard I go on the skin, the blue doesn't feel locked in. I'll never be happy with that either. Like I said, it's all about heart pull, always be rotating. big trim like that is pretty easy. Press that down. Now I don't have like any pictures of Asher. I don't have any pictures because it's for my shit. This middle, this spike in the middle, let's start by treating this as blue, but this is black right here in the center. But I also reserve the right to repaint that entire little thing black. I'm not vibing that. Move to here. Feeling this is gonna look really good. So we lock this in. Little gauntlet right here. Okay, back. See, that's nice. Just raw dog and coal black. Bro, I think I had a dream about ordering E3 paints the other day. More black. Like I was just like online ordering it. But yeah, look, the gauntlet looks sick, right? Think about that for your prey. Little shin guard. letting that art pull, opacity, low moisture. Always be rotating. Use a little bit of a stipple. Well, shape is a little too irregular. These little cross pieces on this chaos star right there. Better to just kind of stipple it on and let moisture do what it do. I winning. The squanchiest of all viewers, Prime and Black, per the rules of last night's shows. Ah, yep. I wouldn't be painting a lot of things black. Yo. Don't tell the gin. Catch me slipping. You're good. Keeping it sharp. Steven Musket, bedtime. Oh. Hey, man. Got your shirts coming. Thanks for Patreon messaging me. Inside winning with 115 months like a beast. Sneak it right here. You're gonna get shot down tomorrow? Why is that? I start at 3. lot of stippling for this kind of angle right here. Kill another power to type. Permanent power at 2 hours to do 6 hours of work. Right. Okay. I had to like look through under his apron. I paint that at a strange angle. Good thing. Sneaking in under his staff. Hammer. Quote, been watching 90s Marvel trading card unboxing. Nostalgia is real, bro. Wait, what's the year? What's series? I had a lot of series 1. But my favorite set was definitely series 2. Clear Ultra, man, a Marvel. Oh, Marvel Masterpieces. Yeah, I collected Marvel Masterpieces as well. That's when they look sick. They had some other alternate artists on there. Then they have like multiple cards by different artists. Same character, different artists. What's that? Oh, you physically have that? You have a collect? You have a bunch of Marvel masterpieces? Oh, Flair Ultra X-Men. Their Marvel masterpiece. Every time I look through here, I feel like I could do a better job. There's like this one spot I'm struggling with. Let's get the apron. Bunch of different sets from that era. Recoil, that's so awesome. I had to go through on this apron. It was airbrush, but it was only transition in one direction. Then I went through each of these segments and re-wet glazed them. To have their own little modulated highlight. I feel like this might be a faster approach. But we're just hard pulling. More than one at a time, the same angle. The reason I can't just do the whole row is because I have this wet edge that's drying. I don't like that. I don't like connecting wet paint to dry paint. You can avoid it. Get the Double Wolverine hologram insert from the X-Men Skybox Series 2. Very last pack that you bought for that series. Remember Marvel Medals? Like that one too when I was a kid. Art was banging. The way they did the kind of pseudo hollow foil. The cards was so sick. Where like basically every card had a foil element to it. I also collected the Silver Surfer set for a while because it was every card was prism. Gonna get the bottom this edge right here without fucking up my blue. Oh. Stuff like this get frustrating because it's so repetitive. Oh boy, what up, player? So, dinner time, relaxing with the feed. I didn't see the Extreme Studio set. Recoil. I remember in Marvel Masterpieces, one of my favorite artists, Simon Bisley, was in it. did a Wolverine I liked. Okay, once we get the chest plate, then we can move on to the skin. I don't know how they paint them, but I imagine they paint them all like Iron War Warrior Z. Or a bunch of brass and silver and shit like that, bronzes. A little out of bounds right there. I don't know if it'll ride. Every 9 cards made an overall picture. Oh wait, I do remember that shit. Well, yeah, imagine with Vasher, Templar, what's up, player? That this armor is like just all metal on metal dry brushed. Templar, just waiting for my glue to show up in the mail so I can build a Vortex Beast. And I did a bunch of airbrushing on Vasher and Bourbon Altars. I bring him to Adepticon with 1,500 point games. Plus I gotta actually paint the motherfucker. Pull him out. Storage foam. What I did today a little bit for fun is I worked on his blues with a paintbrush and just kind of wet glazed over my brushing. Are you guys losing me at all? Because I remember I had a noise gate on. I feel like I'm losing my voice again. Yeah, Fulgrim's I can't even really ship them or anything until his foam arrives in the mail. He has some battle foam showing up. And he just has like a couple of very minor details to paint. So I got the desire to work a little bit on Vasher today. War Dog, what's up? Yeah, Mateo, I just disabled it. So yeah, Templar, I did some wet blending on his blues. Or wet glazing over the blue airbrushing to kind of just rebuild volume and saturation. Nor Dog, chilling. You playing that new game still that you were telling me about? What I get is panels. I wonder if these could have been sub-assembled. This came to me built though, so I'll never know. Put a black dot right on his chest. Fuck. Come I didn't see that. I grabbed a little noosh on the tip of this brush. I just wiped it off. Booyah. Doing some runs right now. War Dog, nice. Some of the armor's panels can be sub-assembled, especially the front ones. So I'm painting them a little bit on hard mode. It's gonna be tricky. Would have real nice to have this chest apron skirt be sub-assembled 100%. Getting my paintbrush in that tank, not easy. Whole thing. And so when I was at Bourbon and Bolters, I airbrushed all like the skin and blue, kind of just back and forth, worked it up. And then I blocked everything in black. this, like I said, today I pulled out some blues, a little bit of volume exercise and wet glazing over my blue. Now we just kind of reinstalled some of that trim over the blue, which I think looks nice. And I'd like to start working the skin, but there's going to be some spots we got to get into. For example, yo, what's up, Chaotic? Painting Definitely Nights right now. Wolfsark, nice. I need to get in here. And I don't want that to get on his skin. God damn it. He's got some like cabling in there. Would have been extremely convenient to paint that shit. Sub-assembled. Too many painted demons. Yeah, we'll see. I see it back here too. See, he's got little hydraulic pistons built into his little reverse knees. Your dog, do his wings. Okay, you sub-assemble his wings easily too. That would be nice. Technically, yes. Oh, not easily. A little muscle that goes over them. The wings don't even seem hard. And I'm going to definitely do a lot of dry brushing. There's other ones too. More black doodads. So here's a mechanical part right here. This is probably the muscle parts that you're talking about right here. So yeah, we gotta get inside there. I feel I'm gonna fuck the skin up a little bit. Which I did, no problem. See if we can nushify it. It's got a little pass-through spike from that little rotary cuff machinery. Can you sub-assemble this plate too? Yeah, the one on his back, neck. These are delicate. The wings are not as sturdy as I'd like them to be. I did not build it though. Take in here. Actually, that wing's gonna snap off. Eh, maybe not. Maybe it's just wiggly. See, I've blocked in a lot of this black bourbon and bolters. But I never used a small brush. That's pretty good. We can mess with. Oh, he's got some joints right here. See some exposed wire. But there's some skin on top of it still. Right here as well. Let's do a little on his face. He's got cabling from his neck to his rebreather, which is all up under his business. It's a whole ass thing. Using a lot of stippling, rotation, get that heart pull. I want to keep as much of his skin intact as I can. I know I'm also going to do a lot of poking and prodding at it. There. It's this little thing. It's got like monocles. Like a stereotypical German villain from any World War II era movie. Those little spectacles. I'm assuming his mouth is like a speaker. Like it's not actually teeth up in that business. I just noticed too, this sick ass arm has a bunch of Freddy Krueger nonsense. Or Terminator 2 nonsense, to be more accurate. That scene where John hands him a knife and makes him cut his hand open. Or dog, did you paint yours up already? That's a wild man. Oh, he's got some like fucking more of that shit right here. You guys ever had that toy in the 90s that was like the Terminator's hand? His skeleton hand? And you could put your hand in it and it control the fingers? That's what that reminds me of. Oh, just in time. Monument Hobbies. Whip that raid. It's good timing for a whip session too. Oh, you didn't finish them yet? Kind of like you're kind of like where I'm at with yours. So I'm messing around with Vasher Monument Crew. I airbrushed the pinks and the blues at River and Bolters, and I cut a bunch of the black in and varnished them, and just never worked on them again for the whole week. So then this morning I opened them up and kind of wet glazed using Noosh the blues back over the blues to create more baller volume. And then what we did right now is we cut in all the black trim around the blues and found like all this robot nonsense, because that's the color scheme of my Chaos Army. And so now after the whip session, I'm gonna go back to his muscles and kind of overload those with saturation as well and volume. And all this black will mostly be dry brushed in like the dark neutral gray spectrum. That's how we do. That's how I do my army. This is like my personal shit, right? You do some crazy blue airbrushing and some magentas. And on the armor, as you've seen in my army, you can do all of it with airbrush. But since he is all flesh and armor combined, I have to cultivate some of the saturation by hand. So view the armor as just like, or the skin is like base coated, even though there's like volume in it. It's got to get way more hype than that. But now the blues are laid down, the trim is locked in black, because the other big part of my project is all the black, any trim in my Chaos project, it's black with like magenta edge highlights. So I had to edge highlight all of the fucking trim. But yeah, it's a pretty fun little diversion. Fulgrim is chilling. Wings look good. Full Grizzlies on top. Yellows are banging. Judge Spud said, hey, message you. Would you message me? Discord? Oh, you're talking to Recoil? Oh, the hoodie. Was it a hoodie or a shirt? Did I give away hoodies? Oh, could you read my Discord just now? Here we go. You guys see this? Yeah, we used to for a lot of years. I think I saw him post about it. Bloodbeard. He made our trophies for like 10 years. And this year we went with the actual 6 pound metal trophies. He's taking it pretty hard. Feel bad for him. He's taking it like real personally. Well, not personally. I think he's taking it like as he thinks he messed up or something. But like I'm like, nah, man. Like we have 400 players, biggest Adepticon ever. I need to show up with like metal belts. £6 belts. Onward Doubles 2026. Yeah, they're fucking savage. Shout out to the Monument crew. What's up, everyone? Repray, you had to shovel the driveway? What was in the driveway? $12 inches of snow. Oh my god. That's some old bullshit. Ain't about that life. So, we'll do a whip session, exclamation point whip. If you're just tuning in, feel free to share your work. It's Tuesday, coming out the weekend. Take a look at anything you guys want to look at. Offer advice. Fluffy top. What? What are you talking? Snell's fluffy on the top. What's on the bottom? Damn. I never shoveled my shit. I just let it ride. When I lived in Colorado. Should have seen my backyard. I mean, it was a trailer, but we had a little yard with a fence around it. That shit would just be like, snow would just keep going up and up and throughout the whole winter, to the point where you couldn't even exit, like, cause like you had like cause you know they're on cinder blocks and aprons, so however tall that was, you know, you had little steps that go at the back. Eventually it's higher than that, right? And you're just like, okay, I don't go back there. I mean, I'd shovel it off of my like porch because that's like how I get out of the house. Throw some ice down there, some ice melt, some ice slicer there. But I would just raw dog that shit in my truck. Fuck it. I definitely did not also have an HOA in my trailer park. Like a marble quarry. Ah. Oh my god. That's crazy, reprint. So yeah, just chilling. We got a big March coming up. Adepticon around the corner. Looking for paint judge volunteers. Anybody who's gonna make it out there who wants to come out and help us with the judging. We have a rubric and a doc. It's pretty easy. Mateo, right? HOA at a trailer park. I mean, there's like really nice senior trailer parks out here that I'm sure have HOAs. Mine was not one of those. That was more of the like meth lab in the mountains kind of trailer park. You know. So we're gonna be, like I said, we're rolling over the month ender to Friday the 27th. It'll be a twofer. Exclamation point winter gear, fall gear activated. And my price drop is every $100 donated, we give away a shirt. Yeah, trailer park sends messages attached to bricks. Gravity's theory. Let me go look. Yeah, this is kind of how I feel he looks in my head. With all the metal. Seems to be, he's a definitely kind of a detailed model. The grip of these guys are very close to being marked as done. I need to finish the smoke and the backpacks. Do a rubbing. Too much handling. Oh, do the rubbing. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, GW doesn't play with the backpacks now. The backpacks are super nice now. I like how you do the lower vents too. Good edge highlighting on that black too. You do a good job of putting the grim dark in there, but also keeping your contrast game correct. I see a lot of people slack on that. That's why so much grim dark content is so garbage. Chappie, what up, player? Dark James in the village is a wild place. Ladies a hit on you. Shamelessly. That's right. Whip it out, Chappie. Agrippa, exactly. Just because the color palette is muted doesn't mean I can't highlight. A lot of people use that as an excuse not to highlight, though. Agrippa. That's like the grimdark trap. What the hell is this? Space King? Or what the literal fuck is this? Fuck is this is amazing. I don't know shit about Space King, dog. What the hell is this? Is this like a anime? Is this like a animation or something? Like a YouTube spoof content? Ah, yes, web-based parody of 40K. So it turned into its whole ass own thing. Oh my god. Nice.
Find the captain. Deliver the message.
Savage.
How's the interrogation going? Where's the artifact?
Oh my god. This is preposterous.
Captain, I don't have long. I can't bear an important message. Turn back on your radio.
You turned our radios off?
Listen, Bryce. I don't need high command yammering in my ear while I'm trying to find a goddamn artifact.
It's okay, Captain. I just made this. It'll let him speak our tongue.
Oh my god. Oh, he's mad.
Genocide. No, I've had enough. I'm gonna genocide bomb the whole planet.
There are 20 billion souls on this planet. While I know it would be kind of sweet to wipe them all out with one bomb,
We could use my translator device to interrogate them all first. And find the artifact.
let's ask High Command.
You're right. Thanks, Bryce. Well, I guess I'll turn the radios back on.
Genobomb online. Genobomb. supposed to be on a moon.
Oh my god. Yes. All right. Oh wait.
You're in so much trouble.
There's so much.
Not only do you have one of the worst artifact recovery rates of any reclaimer squad in the galaxy, now you're wasting.
All right. I'm in. I'm extremely pro Space King now. I'm in. It's preposterous, guys. Space King. I'm instantly a fan. Yes. It's made well. Gravity's a theory, War Boss. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, Chabby, it's real good. The animation quality is way better than I expected. You got 2 Psycho Warriors recoil, so they're gonna be characters. I love it when he's just like, genocide. It's classic spaceman bullshit. He's like, there's 20 billion souls on this planet. You know, it'd be really sweet to wipe them all out with one bomb. Bro, is this that old war boss? Or is this... This looks like that old-ass war boss. But a little different. Is this 3D print? Gravity's a theory. That's just the one? Damn. I fucking love this guy. I thought his outstretched hand was different. Recoil, do I want to paint a Psycho Warrior? No. They're not in my active collection. What is this? Is this like the Black Reach war boss? Yeah, he had the squig in his hand. That's what I remember. Did it have, was there options? Oh, okay. So they upgraded them. Yeah, see, like this is, it's not the same. This is the one I had. Same backpack. That's the one I had. With the squig actually in his hand. So this is the one you have right here. So you see, that backpack has remained the same throughout that lineup. The top three. I had the one in the middle of the top. Knew that shit was different. You have that in an old metal gravity. I have a lot of memories of that guy. Nordog, when are you gonna finish this guy? Bro, he's good now. I played with him for the first time with his new rules at Bourbon and Bolters. Bro, he's good. Like his points went down. He hits hard. He has lone op if he's near a demon engine. He has also a deal where like if you shoot him, if you're within 18 inches, you're -1 to hit him. And hazardous. Bro, that shit comes up. You bought a metal Ezekiel, Agrippa? Oh, damn, that's gangster. Yeah, Nordog, he's good now. He hits hard. Like, his hammer hits hard. And his sweep is good. His buff is better now. Like, now Demon Engine's +2 strength. But like I put him right in front of the Lord of Skulls. Like he just sits right in front of he starts kind of behind the Lord of Skulls. Then he just jumps to in front of him and they just move up like that. So I take the center with him. I did it against Tau, where I just took the center. Because that center objective you're gonna battle over. I came out and just put him on it. But he was in 3 inches of the Lord of Skulls. And so like everything had to move up quick to get within 18 inches of him to shoot him because of the low and he had lone op, right? So they get within 12 or whatever. But he shot all these piranhas up to take the objective and try to kill Vasher. And, bro, the first one was like, yo, I'm shooting everything at him. I was like, it's hazardous, -1. So, like, completely cucks the Tau, like, marker lights and stuff. So he misses, like, half his shots anyway, hitting out 4s. Then he rolls a bucket of 1s, 3 damage. And like, bro, like, he almost killed 2 of his 3 piranhas. I barely had to look at the piranhas to kill him. Cypher killed him with his bolters. I was like, holy shit. He soloed a fucking Riptide because Riptide has vehicle keyword. And he's got fucking devastating wound. And he crits on a 4 against a vehicle. Anti-vehicle. Bro, he was just like, get fucked. I love that, Agrippa. You gotta get a Where's Waldo Cypher and your Dark Angels. Yeah, he's like American Express card for me now. For my whole like Lord of Skulls castle. And Cypher, I played with him too, and now I'm sold on him for cast lists. Because he's also lone op. He has a 12-inch Vectora, so he'll get to the center too. And be a problem for people. And he has decent DPS for his points. Like the fact that he's like so cheap, lone op, and has the Vect 12-inch really came up. I stopped a couple of interrupts with him throughout the 3 games I played. Mateo, what's my list? The one I was playing last week or last month that I liked. So I got the Lord of Skulls, and I use them with a skull hurler, not the Gatling gun. And you can kind of pick any belly gun you want, but with the +2 strength, there's some really good options from Vasher. So like the Lord of Skulls is supported by Vasher and a Hellbrute and a Warpsmith. Warpsmith makes him hit on 2s, and he can heal. And he gets both packs from the Hellbrute. And I've got 2 units of Possessed. Undivided, they hit so hard. I use them to stage. They move 9 inches. So like I just have them on flanks, and then they just move up 9, get behind a wall, and they just fucking dumpster things. Because on their go turn, they're devastating wounds. And when they packed, and they have a icon for free, so free reroll. When they packed, they reroll ones to hit, sustain, and I have a 1-point stratagem that gives them full wound rerolls. So you're just like, wow, all these dice, reroll 1s, 6s generate new hits, roll all the wounds, anything that's not a 6, reroll it. You do like 12 to 14 mortal wounds before saves. They just fuck things up. I've got a unit of Warp Talons that I rapid ingress in. Marcus Slanesh, sustain 5. Because I play Pack Bound Zealots for Chaos. Got some Cultists, got some Nurglings. I've got 3 War Dogs, allies, 2 Brigands, and a Carnivore. So like it's kind of like a Knight list almost, where it has like Lord of Skulls and 3 small Knights. So it's like really, when I start a new army in any edition, it starts with how few models can I paint to get as close to 2,000 points. And then I start optimizing from there. And I had Cypher in the list. Chappie at the new Mechanicus models. My brother is really into it. Yeah, the list is fast, has good close combat and decent shooting. The Lord of Skulls, played 3 games. And Lord of Skulls is really good in my first game. He was able to do a mix of damage. In my second game, he was an animal. Play against Emperor's Children. And I was able to take his rhinos out quick and get into action with the Lord of Skulls. And against the Tau, he was a linchpin. He only killed like one thing. But what I did with him was that big center play. I touched the center with him and Varshan, and then I popped like something. He's like, okay, this is my turn, and he brought all 3 Riptides into line of sight, and he did. He killed the Lord of Skulls, and then I picked up all 3 Riptides, in my turn. So like that move, that bait was that it was his best play of the event. Go boy 76. Let's take a look. Working on that tech marine, baby. Chappy, yeah, it's more interesting than regular nights. I always play shit that's like not normal. And Varshan was a beast all event. But I also like Cypher a lot. Mateo. Undeniable for his points. His lone op and his Vector, but also he's got a good like damage profile. He's gunslinger, so he's got a bolt pistol, like a pretty ramped up bolt pistol and a plasma pistol. But the plasma pistol always shoots as if it's overcharging, but it's not hazardous. So he just blasts fools, right? And he can pact, sustain. So he can take out chaff pretty easy. And then in close combat, his close combat profile is literally just again his pistol profile. Except the plasma pistol is just extra attacks, right? It's just so like he was doing shit like just picking up little units, recruiting shit like wholesale. I guess, or finish off a squad of 5 guys. Like he was really good. Good job on the red, go boy. Chappy regular nights just give me bad vibes. Can't really express it in English. Knights shouldn't be an army. They've always been kind of gatekeeper list is the way I like to describe them. When knights are good, then in my opinion, you have an exciting game because now the benchmark is, can I kill knights? And so it makes it easy for you to build your list. Because if your list can't kill knights, you gotta think about what can I take that does kill knights. I think when they're popular, they're always popular because everyone has them and they're easy to field. So when knights are dominating, I feel like that's the best time because of that. I don't have to overthink list design. Chappy, the Grey Knight speed paint is finished. Oh yeah, that's right. I hate the weapon, like the face. Current one is the Tallyman. Still in the ugly pre-oil stage. Oh, good job. Cleaned up that oil. Face is good. But it's a speed paint, like you said. It's really good. A+. A+ for sure. The old Tallyman. This fucking guy. There was an era. There was indeed a brief moment of Death Guard history. This guy was the American Express Guard. Chappy. Hey, you don't need to overcomplicate your effects category. Chappie. He had a really cool suite of rules that really buffed the shit
His name is John C.
out of some models. Can't see him.
Let's get this party started. Hobos and all. Templar, it's been like 443 days since our challenge, still no completed army or pick. Gonna call this another W. What's happened? Adepticon push.
Yep, calling out Templar. Let me get some strong man love and chat from a man Rotweezy, putting us a quarter of our way to our goal. Let me get some love and chat from a man Rottweiler. How's it going, Rot? Chappie? Yeah, no, there was a time period in like 9th, before they legended all the Contemptors. We would use like Forge Roll Contemptors with Volkites, which did like mortal wounds on like 6s to wound or some shit. But like they were like 1 damage weapons, I think. No, maybe they didn't do any mortals. Did we even have mortals? Yeah, we did. It was like they're like strength 6, AP 1 damage or some shit, or maybe 2 damage. I can't remember. But they did like mortals or something on 6s, and they could explode because the Tallyman gave him like it was the way it worked was like any Death Guard unit in his aura that shot a plague weapon at the enemy had exploding 6s. And he can also pick a unit to hit +1. And also, there was some other mechanic where if he rolled a 7, you got a CP. Right? But the thing is, the Volkite weapons were plague weapons. You use something else, like a drone. Just use a little plague spitter or it's like flamer. And there was like a CP, 1 CP strat says if hit by a plague weapon, then all follow-up attacks count as plague weapons. So you could just pick a thing, it's dead, no questions asked. And usually you could do it with just 1 Contemptor. You would have like 3. Rottweiler finishing Titus today. Or close. Prepping for Team Space Wolves. All custodies. All custom green stuff. Kit Bash. Insanity. Display board. 8-foot tall castle. Werewolves and vampires. Space Wolves and Night Lords. Hell yeah. You playing a 4-man team or the 2-man team? Oh, you cleaned it up. Make sure to show Eileen tonight. She's so stressed. Poor thing. She's not built for stress. Four-man team, team pad decisions. Yeah, I remember the before picture. She was stunned. This is an extremely respectable Beats Lab. Extremely respectable. Yeah, I bet if I go up a little bit. Very nice. Titus. Oh, nice. Cape looks sick. Beautiful reds. Bro, look at your beat slab. I don't remember your beat slab having cool stuff in it. Thought your shit was just like all on a shelf. Bruno's got his Macho Man glasses. So, you know that I've been without Macho Man glasses since I gave those to your son, right? Chappie, he says, what reds do you use? If I were to guess, Burnt Red, Bold Power Red, White. The moral of the story, Chappie, is don't be afraid of white with reds. Dark tone mist with the red too. So black. So it's a black red. The base, I'd imagine. Said he'd sell them to me. I signed those. I'm not gonna buy back my own signed glasses. Chappie says I don't like pink. A lot of people have an aversion to the idea of pink and the reds, but you gotta realize, like, he threw the white, mixed it in with the red, cut in the highlights, then he looks like he glazed the red back over. That's the trick. That's how you make ultra red. Like, if you look at things that are red, like, they're being highlighted by pink in real life. The mistake a lot of people make is they try to, like, take a red, then an orange, then a yellow, and that's not how red works. Now, like, that is a choice, a completely different directional choice. There's a right way to do it, a wrong way to do it. But I always tell people and encourage people, like, if you get your glazing game on lock, try building up to white in your most gangster highlights and then glaze the red back over. Ultra red. Be shocked how good it looks. Rottweiler, look at these joints. So, I had to get some new Macho Man glasses. Shout out to my cousin Conrad. Yeah, the beat slab looks amazing. Chappie, you struggle with your Tallyman hood, brighter gray colors and orange now. I mean, I encourage all creativity with colors. But don't sleep on them. Beautiful. Shout out to my man Rottweiler. Appreciate your support, homie. Exclamation point winter gear, exclamation point fall gear. We've got 6 current designs. Every 100 donated, you get a design. Breaks loose for a giveaway. If anyone one-shots the support meter, they also get one. That's our promo. Also, I do have class availability. I did just pick up a new student, but I am still able to take new clients on. I have plenty of space in my calendar right now. I spent Saturday with my mom. Did a little birthday, chill ass weekend. Hope you guys had a good weekend too. Always like seeing the hobby momentum. Let's kick it back in there. Fulgrim looking good. I'm just playing around with my own shit today. I mentioned my Vasher, which I played with the blues today a little bit. Just cut in some black. And my personal project, it's blue and magenta, black trim with magenta edge highlights. And I'll show you just real quick. Yeah, let me toss this. Just you guys who are new to my color scheme. So we would hit everything, all the trim black over the blue. And then that trim itself would catch itself a quick tracer of magenta. The trick there is you got to hit both sides. And I'm not going to go through and do that right now. I'm going to move to the skin. But I just want to show people what that final looks like. Get a little white, a magenta. Jack Close painting tuning in. That's my man right there, White Turd. And you would just push deeper into white. And we would just double edge highlight all the trim like that. So at Bourbon and Bolters, I airbrushed the blues and the pinks. Then I just did some extra. We still there? refresh. Little stream dump. Now, the objective of the edgelords isn't necessarily it's not a very complex blue or a very complex magenta. It's a very saturated blue or a saturated magenta. So you don't need to overcomplicate things. Door dog, you still there? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I got some noosh and some transparent red. Now this transparent red might not be dark enough, so one of the sneaky tricks of the edgelords is that the blue that we used blends into the magentas. Because what happens when I put the blue, the transparent red together? I get a very respectful dark purple. So that's part of the secret. So I'm gonna just pin wash recesses. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. Art pool. So what you want to do is you want to start by making the recesses darker. He's got some muscle striation. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use more transparent red or noosh. And we're going to try to get into the actual striations. Down here on his shin. Okay, see. Now we know that this white and this magenta are a big part of the paint job. Transparent red we will oversaturate. So what we want is to see like this is a shape all in itself right here. Want to get a highlight on the top. Using the heart pull. Okay. Here, same thing, but the top is up there. You see that? And this one, the top is right here. Move back a little bit. Let's get some of this. A lot of this got caught with blue. from the airbrush step. Okay, so we got basic shape of the quad sorted out, war pigment. Now what we want, let's get some of this transparent red in there, some noosh. We want to make sure that there's some volume. So I'm gonna work this shape first. Grab some magenta, moisture, and noosh. Go back to our white. So you see that little ribbon, dark to bright. Let's get whiter. A little bit of transparent red. We are using the heart pull. Right there. Puts it down. Let's catch a little bit of the purple that we made earlier. Some noosh. Right there. So that strip locked in. Chappy, it's a bit like a glazed medium, yeah. In this way we're using it. So over here, let's apply our dark here at the bottom. Plenty of moisture. Rinse it down. Let's grab some more transparent red. Noosh. But really the noosh, what it does, Chappy, is it gives me a more extended work time. Okay, let's run back up to the highlight. Let's run some heart pulls. Want to clean some of that up. A little bit more white. Opacity, low moisture. Back, something in the mid-tone. We're kind of glazing that back in. And what we're trying to do is build more saturation and intrigue and volume. And see, like that's like a base coat, and that's like what we're trying to make happen. So we're using moisture management which is in my course. We're using the heart pull brush technique in my course. So I want to use very much more raw dog white. Heart pull. Let's move over to something in between. Get some striations in there. Yeah, like a retarder, exactly. But it also has a better reactivation window. That's where it differs. Okay, so we're using semi-opaque, kind of wet. Get top of muscle. Something in between. I can do a slightly better job right there. So I kind of did a little erasing. Beyond the box. It's beyond the box art. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show, brother. We're just working on this leg right now. Taking it from this airbrush step to this. Using some magentas, transparent reds, etc. What's up, man? How's it going? We're using a little white. Our heart pull. A white with magenta. Now we're just going to go through these muscles. Just being productive on the hobby high at the moment. Finish your projects. What'd you just finish? Okay. On this little kneecap, what we want to do is get back to something a little darker. Kind of just stipple that in right here. Run up to our mid-tone, little noosh, little water. A stipple right in there, chappy. Run up to our highlight. Just give ourselves a little volume on that kneecap. Press that down. Is it okay to share IG links? Yeah, you can share IG links. Little white. We want to move this way. Let's grab some of our kind of purple that we made earlier. Kind of stipple our way up. And we're keeping it kind of loose, wet and loose, because since we already have the airbrushing base coat, we don't actually have to repaint anything here. We're just distorting it by using magentas, whites, transparent red. Take a look at this IG link in a second. Trying to keep the highlight kind of extreme toward the top. Using a lot of heart pull for striation. But also a lot of stippling. Down here at the bottom. Invert, rinse, reset. Let's get a little bit more white.
Hey, man.
Yeah, was that a
Thanks,
super
Doc.
chat? Super chat from YouTube from Keith. Let me get some love and chat for Keith. Keith, we got a lot of action over on Twitch right now. This is Kenny, you're the king of drama and showroom quality painting. Forget light science. You always go hard in the paint. Keep killing it, brother. Thank you, brother. Let me get some strong man love and chat. From Keith over on the tubes. We in focus. Did something happen when I got disconnected briefly? Yeah, you see that leg? That fucking skeleton leg? Keith? That's what I'm. You see that, Chappie? That's what. That's like dope airbrushing. Create a little armature. You see how easy flesh is? Like organics is so easy. Following the same rules I follow for like armor, but like just play it loose. So we're gonna get all that skin up to that level. And Keith, we just mostly wrapped up this fulcrum project. And we've got all the edits on Patreon right now with our ultra yellow formula. This is like just a bunch of techniques, a lot of airbrushing, a lot of dry brushing, a lot of edge highlighting, some glazing, right? Like this is just Very paintable model, honestly. We did it. We went through the whole process of how we sub-assembled, how we used all our tools. The action is currently on Patreon right now. A lot of shortcuts, right? Like my technique, I build a million shortcuts. Thanks, Beyond Box Art. Did you say the tubes? I don't see a motorcycle. Replay, is that a callback to John Holmes' sketch? Let me look at this link. Exclamation point. Winter gear, fall gear. That's our promo. Every $100 donated. Unfortunately, I can't make super chats interact. Thank you so much, Keith. Giving away shirts every $100. Can't buy these from me. Let me see. Where's this Instagram link? There we go. Is what you're working on right here? That big slabs. That's amazing. Oops. It's tight. Follow this shit right here. This thing is cool. What the fuck is that? Is that like some War Machine shit? That big savage. Dope! Thanks for sharing. Signum? I don't know what that means. Don't know what that is. I'm trying to get a little white streak right here. K27, thanks for the follow. Ukrainian company. Back. You broke it. You broke me, Keith. Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. Yeah, YouTube. I have to set. We'll do a new stream. Yeah, YouTube is not like Twitch. It won't just turn my channel back on. All right, we're back. Dagoon, you're good. Let's go back down to one of our darker mix. Clean up down here. Yo, my man Keith. Coming in with that sub, bro. Thank you. Thank you for heading on over to Twitch. This is where all the action is, brother. And all the chat, all the promos. I really can't do much on YouTube. So we're just trying to get Vasher's muscles popping. Space rats in the wires. Bro, Vasher 3 defilers, 11th edition. Let's go. I'll take Vasher 1 defiler if they make him fucking Titanic. Titanic Walker. Dagoon with the bits. Get some love right there. So all this skin was just like crudely airbrushed. And now I'm just using like a series of glaze strokes, using some more saturation by adding things like transparent red. We're just tweaking as we go. But I'm not gonna like this little like patch of skin right here. I'm not gonna like make it look as good as the stuff on the front. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the airbrushing did enough heavy lifting. That I don't need to worry about this stuff. That's what I need. I need that angle to look good. $23 left. Shout out to my man Rottweiler. There's 3 openings left in the final 4. Every $100 donated, we give away shirts, exclamation point, winter gear, exclamation point, fall gear. Okay, so we use transparent blue, transparent red. Noosh. And what we're going to do is get inside these recesses again. And we're going to create the shapes. And separate the muscle bellies out, and maybe even a little of the striations. And now we're going to take some of our highlight, which is magenta, transparent red, and white. Outlaw What up, brother? So what we want to do is make sure we have a nice highlight up top, getting closer to white. Right there. Then we want to take some of the transparent red, kind of stain the bottom. Grab some of the magenta. We got Noosh and moisture in there, Outlaw. We're just doing little heart pulls. And we're just gonna kind of connect those areas. Go back to our highlight. Noosh, water. And we're building that little teardrop out. And now I'm going to try to get almost pure white. Right there at the top. Maybe something in between the two. Okay, that says you got me to this 6 years ago. Been on Patreon for 2 to 3 years now. We kind of had a mirror journey of ups and downs, but you're at least 6 to 7 times better at painting than me. Gonna have to get some lessons from you, from the king. Tough Monday. This is tight. Keith, thank you for your support on Patreon, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the kind words. Twitch is where we do a lot of our best work. It's a good compendium to the classes. A lot of people in the chat right now are my students. And everything I say, we teach, right? So I'm using semi-opaque, kind of wet. Heart pull. We're gonna move up to this joint right here. We gotta build our highlight up top. You see where a lot of the blue stained here. So we have to kind of rebuild our highlight up top. And then we gotta reinstall some of the shadow, semi-opaque, kind of wet right here. Okay, rinse. Let's get some of the red because I'm trying to look for some saturation. Dagoon just gifted a sub. Who'd you gift it to? Odo? You just got your gifted sub. Show your man some love. Let's go back to the highlight. Running heart pulls, semi-opaque, kind of wet. See, we're building that volume and that saturation back in. You see how desaturated this is up here compared to what we're doing down here. Let's pick up some of that white. Higher opacity, less moisture. Heart pull. Heart pull striations. Let's go back to something dark. I lost a little bit of this line right here. And I gotta repair the other muscle belly. I just fucked up a little bit right there. I want there to be a little bit more pop right here. So I'm gonna take some more of the transparent red. Same thing right here. We use the transparent red to really saturate. Using a tracer right here with some magenta and white. I'm gonna grab some of this mid-tone magenta, use some Noosh, some water. $15 minutes left. Final four is wide open. You can get in for as little as $1. Yeah, over on YouTube says YouTube main page is down, but subs and live are working. Oh shit! Like YouTube is like straight down. That's wild. Let's take a little of that white, high opacity, low moisture, Keith. That top. It's got this little bit of muscle poking out right here. It's another teardrop. See if we can sneak in right here. A little moisture, a little white, a little magenta. Refresh. Are we back? Did I lose you guys again? Is it YouTube fucking me up? Not entirely happy, Mateo, with this shin still. Right here. Good, I'm good. Door dog, you still there? You like these legs? Now it's hard to get into this little spot. So let's see if we can just kind of glaze it, semi-opaque, kind of wet, almost a wash. See if we can just kind of blur while it's still a little wet, blur some magenta in. You can't quite see what's going on under there. Dog. It's tight, right? I know you're working on yours. But you see, these are all the techniques I taught you, man. To me, doing organic skin like this is one of the easiest, most relaxing. Exercises in miniature painting that we have. Let's grab a little thin down transparent red. Magenta white. And some heart pulls. Then my man Keith. Thanks, man. And there we go, Matthew in chat. That's that fucking bot. Motherfucker ain't real. Let me get some love in there for my man Keith. Now, Keith, I can't do any prize stuff with bits. It's against TOS. So I don't really have any methods to incentivize them. He says, make it 8 years. Big brother, I never had. Does pyro red and brown work? If you wanted to saturate? Yeah. And the brown won't even really desaturate it too much if you use mahogany. It'll keep it pretty well saturated. Bro, look how savage the skin looks on this guy. I wonder if GW painted it like this. Guys, 6 minutes left. 3 openings left in the final 4. We have a double month ender giveaway at the end of the month. Anyone who makes it to the final 4 automatically entered. $75 away. Give it away a t-shirt. Those are my promos. Exclamation point winter gear. Dagoon? So the month ender? Dagoon, you've been around here for a long time. Anybody who makes it into the final 4 at the end of the show is entered into the month ender giveaway. Right now it's wide open. And we take all the names of all the people who were final 4 people, and then we give away prizes. We're going to be drawing 2 sets of prizes this month. And they're going to be based on our t-shirt suite. You can just pick the shirts you want if you win. I like that. I can't wait to get his arms like that. Keith, as stated, you have to donate money physically, not through bits. I can't incentivize bits. TOS. See, Rottweiler donated $23. The top 4 donators in his show going to the end of month raffle. You also earn points here on Twitch, Keith, for watching and donating. If you get enough points, you can redeem them for a gift bag I mailed to your house. Shout out to my sponsors, like Monument Hobbies. Which again, I can't do with bits. Yeah, getting this arm is going to be sick right here. Like that deltoid, look at that thing. Like we're going to slice that delt. Right, separate it. Look at those striations in that thing. And then his bicep. Tricep, separate those out, and then we're going to volumize those just like we did on the legs. Dagoon, have I seen the Goblin Miniatures decal stamp? Yeah, I got one in my drawer. Brett and Casey were just at my event. Bourbon and Bolters. Keith, how do you donate? Exclamation point support. Exclamation point donate. If you one-shot it, you actually automatically win a shirt. That's our secret rule. You're coming into a lot of... We've been here on Twitch for 10 years this year, right? Is that right? Or... Yeah. So there's a lot of vernacular. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. There's a link right there. See that link? If you use that link, it's going to ask you to sign in with Twitch. Just sign in with Twitch. He went literal. Support, donate 200. Like it's just gonna like apparate your credit card. Bro, if I had that power. Word. Chaotic painting and reappraise.
And his name is John C.
A sacrifice to end winter.
That's my dude right there. I guess I love in chat for my chaotic replay. They put some overtime on the clock. Yeah, Keith. Thank you for thinking of me. And also, like I said, we've been doing this, has been our home for so long now, Keith. A lot of people are like, oh, you quit YouTube or streaming, and they don't realize we've been here for 10 years this August. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. Let's bring the shadow volume up. It's my man Dagoon.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it.
Can I get some strong man love and chat for Dagoon? He likes it raw. Yeah, see, I think a mistake I'm probably making right now is I'm trying to keep the striations intact. Because I think I can do each Separate slice of his delt as its own shape. Dragoon.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
Yo, is that my man Outlaw? So yeah, we're giving away a shirt. Oh. And we still have overtime. Get some love right there. Who that?
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
All right, I gotta pay more attention to these deltoids, Keith. Let me get some love and chat for Keith. These deltoids are going to be phenomenal because I want to treat each slice, Keith, as like its own shape. As we move through the muscle bellies on this, let me get some strongman love and chat for K27. About a minute left. I'm going to put this down here in a second. Set up giveaways. Yeah, you see that other clock, the latency protection clock, Outlaw? We had to implement that like month 1. Okay, let me just stop. But like you guys get the idea. This shit's gonna be savage, right? I feel good about this. It's been a while since I painted on my own mini. And the sea of all the other projects we've been doing. And that feels really good to get some fucking demon skin laid out. Feel good about that? We're gonna give away 2 shirts because your boy Keith just one-shot one. So Keith, exclamation point, winter gear. There's a list of 6 shirts. You get one automatically. Anyone who one-shots my giveaway, it's every $100 donated, I give away a shirt. Anyone who one-shots it gets a shirt. So you just need to tell Recoil size and number and letter, corresponding letter. Also, you might want to hit me up on Discord. Are you on Discord? Because I'll need your shipping. And Discord's a good way to communicate, or you can whisper me on Twitch, but it could be a lot of information for a new Twitcher. Oh yeah, Keith, just Patreon me. That's easy. Patreon me your shipping information. That's all I need. But I need you to tell Recoil size and number. Now, if it's too overwhelming to do today, we can reconnect on Patreon.
Excellent!
Recoil is the keeper of my scroll. Yep, he's right ahead of you in chat. So this is a keyword raffle. It's open to chat. exclamation point winter swag. You type in the words exclamation point winter swag and you're automatically entered. And we're going to give away 2 other designs. You can also enter this too, Keith. You can win more than one shirt. Two minutes on the clock. And at any point, Keith, as a new Twitcher, if any of this is overwhelming, you could just hit me up on Patreon and be like, yo, I didn't understand any of that, and I will tell you what to do. You're coming into 10 years of language, community building tools, techniques, structures. A lot of this has grown on top of itself. There's an incentivized viewing experience. And now you have Yo Dogs in your bank. And you see people periodically check their Yo Dogs. You can redeem those during the month. That's fine. We're not gonna forget your prize. Just DM me, Patreon. I stream Tuesdays and Fridays, Keith. The month ender is on the 27th, I think. Yep. You got more than enough time to learn. But yeah, we periodically give away classes on the show. Those Magic mentioned. Keith is on my Patreon page. I'm sure he's well aware of my classes. He mentioned it earlier. The whole thing now, Keith, is after I got into YouTube, everything is like directing people to join my Patreon so I can pay my bills. That's my income. And making money here and incentivizing that experience and tightening the bonds of community through various silly giveaways. And also, I teach 5 days a week, so it's also selling my classes. No, thank you, Most Magic. You're a legend. All right, we're about to give away 2 more shirts. Keith, no worries. Patreon me. Recoil in chat, you'll learn this, Keith. Recoil's our mod. And he is the keeper of our scroll. So when I say, like, recoil this, recoil that, you can get a lot of info from just asking him stuff while I'm streaming. He is the mod, one and only. We had this one period of time where fucking Reapray pretended to be a mod, but he wasn't a mod. Shout out to Angel Karen on YouTube. I appreciate you. And Mind of Royce, thank you for the follow. And we're going to give away 2 shirts real quick. Oop. Nope. Mighty Funster, you know the drill. Tell your boy Recoil. Shirt, letter, and size. Camel Specs Online. Tell your boy Recoil. Shirt, size, and letter. There are 6 available designs, corresponding letters, exclamation point, winter gear, if you forgot what they look like. And we're going to add another 6 next month. And then Keith also won one. Yeah, Keith, just DM me on Patreon. And when I see it tonight after dinner, I'll respond. I'll send you like a nice little note with all the details. Most Magic, you want me to put it in the prize pool next month? The Iron Maiden shirt? I can. I sell junk cars. What's up? Hope you're well. Been out of the game for a few years. Live in DT, downtown LA. While you're in Hollywood, I stopped watching once I moved back east. Couldn't paint anymore. But anyway, random. I'm here and saw you were live. So all that to say, what's up, dog? Hope you're well. Hell yeah, dude. I also moved back east. Thank you, brother. It's good times out there. Witch Mountain store. Yeah, I think YouTube is down. I see that. I see it in chat. I just added them. I think YouTube is what's causing the issue since I'm plugged into both via Restream. I think that YouTube is fucking up and dropping our stream. Thank you guys for the support. Keith, Outlaw, Rottweiler, Dagoon, and everyone else. Bad internet night. Yeah, Witch Mountain store. It's been fucking tearing us up all night. We're about to jump out of here. The action's on Twitch anyway. Witch Mountain store. We're about to set up a raid. Shout out to our new followers and viewers and members of our community. We had a great evening, I believe. I sell junk cars. Keith. Thank you guys for tuning in. Witch Mountain store. Yeah, Camel Specs online. If you can't decide now, if you're paralyzed by indecision, you can respond. You can DM us on Discord or next week. It doesn't matter. Oh, my lady just texted me. All right, we're gonna send the raid over to Rottweiler. Setting up this raid. Queuing up, guys. I want you to bring that length, that girth, that positivity on over to my man Rottweiler. Much love, Outlaw. I'll see you guys Friday, 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys for the support. I literally can't do this without you. As always, until we meet again, play on, players. No credits. None. It's all broken. All right, guys. See you guys on Friday.